With the recent outbreak of meningitis in some parts of the country, the federal government, through its agencies, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, and partners, activated an emergency operations center, moved to manage the ongoing outbreak of cerebrospinal meningitis on Monday. This brings a national response into an incident management system to ensure that all activities across the country is managed using a clear command and control structure led by an incident manager who reports through the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Center for Disease Control to the Honorable Minister of Health. With this new coordinating approach, the country will have a tight multi-partner team of experts pulled from the most competent agencies focusing on curbing the outbreak in Nigeria. The country representative of Management Sciences for Health, Zipporah Pamlong, spoke extensively on the current meningitis outbreak known as serotype C.
This current wave of meningitis that is going on in the country, the infection that is going on in the country, is caused by type C. It is still the same Neisseria meningitis, but it is, a subtype, and this is type C. This is the first time that we're seeing it in the country.
In a statement by Center for Disease Control, a total of 2,997 cases of meningitis have been reported in the country, with 336 dead from 92 local government areas. Zamfara, Katsina, and Sokoto State account for about 93% of the cases reported. In a response, the country representative, Management Sciences for Health, explained why the outbreak is dominant in this northern part.
Meningitis is prevalent in the dry season. So there is this wind, the harmattan wind, that brings in dusty air. It's usually very high wind, and so it carries a lot of dust. And the way the organism is transmitted is through droplets. When somebody sneezes or when somebody coughs, you cough out the microorganism, and a lot of the time it's heavy, falls to the ground. But when this wind comes, it picks it up, and then people can inhale it in the dust.
Just recently, a total of 500,000 doses of meningitis C vaccines have been distributed to some of the affected states for immediate response vaccination. An additional 823,970 doses of vaccines are expected from the United Kingdom to support vaccination activities in other affected states. In order to make the country more prepared in the future for any outbreak, the country representative of Management Sciences for Health went on to advise the government.
It is important that our government is always ready, should there be an outbreak of meningitis or any other infection that comes out in, epidemic form, particularly those that have vaccines. We should ensure that people who are at high risk, children, the elderly, and then people in the meningitis belt, get immunized.
No doubt, lesson learned from this outbreak will help the country prepare for the future occurrence. Austin Peacemaker, PTV News.